Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Programming with the Purpose. This is the part 4 in the series of AI and beyond, and we are going to discuss about AGI or artificial general intelligence, what it is, how it's going to impact our careers and our lives in general. So, artificial general intelligence is a field of theoretical AI that attempts to create software with human like intelligence. So, it means that it is not practically possible at this point in history. It is only exists in theory and it has the ability to self teach, which means that it is able to perform tasks that it is not necessarily trained or developed for. So this is basically a major ability that we humans possess, that if our brain encounter a problem that is remotely related to the problem that we have been previously trained for, we will be able to solve that also. But the current AI that we are using in the form of chat GPT and other generative AI models do not have that ability. But AGI is going to surpass all of those. So let's discuss what is the difference between AI and AGI. So, computer scientists believe that AGI is a hypothetical computer program with comprehension same as we humans possess and cognitive capabilities. AI systems can learn to handle unfamiliar tasks without additional training in such theories. The current AI systems that we are using today requires a huge amount of data before they can handle tasks related to the same domain. For example, we have an LLM that we have trained for a generic purpose, but if we want that a large language model to work with medical data sets, we have to train it exclusively for those data sets. So this is basically the problem with the current AI, which is also referred as weak AI. As compared to that, strong AI is full artificial intelligence, which is capable of performing tasks with human cognitive levels, despite having very little background knowledge about that problem. So science fiction often depicts strong AI as a thinking machine with human comprehension, not confined to domain limitations. So this is basically the concepts that scientists are trying to achieve using AGI. So there are several theoretical approaches that are created over the decades to create and understand AGI with its core at creativity, perception, learning, and memory, which are essential to create AI that mimics complex human behavior. So AI experts have proposed many different techniques such as symbolic connectionist, universalists, whole organism architecture, and hybrid, which is a combination of symbolic and non-symbolic architecture. So here I'll be discussing only the whole organism architecture, which refers to integrating AI models with the physical representation of a human body. So they basically believe that AGI is only achievable when the system learns from physical interactions, just like we humans do. So basically, we have five senses. We collect data from those senses, and we are able to basically augment our decision along with our thinking ability with these perceptions, which is a part of whole organism architecture. So these are the technologies that are powering the AGI research, deep learning, which means that neural networks that are trained over a huge set of data, generative AI, which is a field of AI that is able to generate content like images, videos, text, and even code. NLP, natural language processing, which is the brain behind the generative AI, and ChatGPT, computer vision, which is the ability of computers to look around the environment and to understand the environment just like we humans do, like object tracking, object recognition, and stuff like that. And robotics is obviously, we all know, the field where robots are able to mimic human behavior depending upon the models and the AI that it's been trained for. So let's see some of the challenges that are there in the creation and execution of AGI. So the first one is make connections. Current AI models are limited to their specific domains that we have already established in our discussion before. They cannot make connections between domains, but humans have this capability to apply knowledge from one domain to another very successfully. For example, during our educational years, we learn a lot of theory that we are able to create different type of engaging and practical things with those theory that we have gained there. Humans can also adapt their knowledge from one field to another, which machines are not capable of. Also, the deep learning models require a lot of training with specific data sets to work reliably with unfamiliar data set from that domain. Then comes the emotional intelligence aspect. We humans make a lot of decisions which are based on our emotional intelligence as well as the knowledge that we have had gained over the years. But deep learning models cannot mimic that. They only work with NLP models that are able to generate text output based on the linguistic data sets and patterns they have been trained upon. So they do not have that capacity to link the emotional intelligence with the actual physical intelligence of the brain. Then comes sensory perception. AGI requires AI systems to interact physically with the external environment, and that require a lot of capabilities that we do not possess at this point. So it is very difficult for machines to differentiate between shapes, color, taste, smell, and sound accurately like we humans do. So they do not possess those five senses we humans have that help us to make better decisions about our environment when along with our thinking ability, which is provided by our brain. So, according to Elon Musk, the advent of AGI could occur as soon as 2025, which means in the next year we will be able to see the power of AGI, where systems might surpass human cognitive abilities in every aspect. But that is just a claim. We are going to see that where the AI research and development is being headed practically instead of those theoretical approaches that we are seeing. But I think so that AGI is not that far away. Maybe it will take uh, 2 to 3 decades for us to be there. So, what the future will be like once AGI is here? So once AGI is here, there will be automation across all of the fields, from generating big industrial parts of vehicles like ships and all to like smaller things. 3D printers would be there. They will be more efficient, and all of the logic handling and lot of office work and the computer work will be done by robots. So there will be very specific and very few jobs for us humans to do. How it's going to then shape up the economy? So there'll be a huge job loss, and it would be most probably like the Great Depression in 1920s. A lot of people will be without jobs, so they'll be not able to pay all of those bills, and it will be tough to survive in those circumstances for some time until we adjust to the newly created technology. But then the government is going to cut down its expenses and its workforce, so a lot of more jobs will be destroyed by AI at that point. But there would be less cost of creation of those products for humans, so will we require very less money to survive in those times. There will be a lot of discrepancy between the economies of the developed countries and the developing countries. And the developing countries, the things are going to roll out a bit slowly as compared to the developed countries, but still AI is going to affect the jobs and the lifestyles of the people there as well. A lot of coding related jobs will be lost because we do not require then humans to code. They may like augment the robots, but we will be like in a very small percentage that are going to handle those robots. So they'll be able to self-learn and expand upon their logic and their thinking abilities, and they are going to surpass our human intelligence. So what can we do? We can learn and adapt rapidly with the changing technologies, learn new skills and new technologies until we hit the AGI wall, and also gain some legal knowledge, because then there will be a lot of concerns of privacy as well as the economic disruption and job loss that is created by AGI. How we are going to cope up with that? We need to pressurize our governments to provide a basic security level of income as well as privacy to its population, so that humans can function in normal way that we have been doing from past few centuries with the industrial revolution. So we need time to adjust with the new revolution of AI, and I hope we do it in a much better way, and the future is just green like this tree for all of us. So this is all for the AI and Beyond series. I hope you will able to understand all of the basic and advanced concepts of AI, and it will motivated you to pursue this field as well. So if there are any questions, queries, or you agree and disagree with any point, post in the comment section and let's continue the discussion from there. Do not forget to like and share this video, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.